Welcome to Colorful Anime, where we talk about anime from a colorful perspective. We're back. You heard the jingle. Chris is here. She's back.
Hi.
She's not dead.
She's not dead. No T-virus.
Sorry, I'm like all the songs. I'm gonna stop, I swear.
Yeah. Probably the hottest topic today.
It's like a not so hot of a take for us, at least.
No, we've been so
you know where to put that fire out. Some water.
So we've been covering
a specific brand of water.
Malcolm, get out of my house. Get out of my house.
We've been covering Awkwafina since Shang-Chi came out, and then that old article surfaced with Awkwafina talking about her blaccent and not really giving an answer. And she was asked in person about it during an interview for another movie and not giving an answer. She said,
"If you do, have you ever wished that you were?" And then
it was worse because she was like, "Well, I mean, I'm open to talk about it." That was her response, and then she responded. She talked about it. She went on Twitter and she gave us a 4-page soliloquy about how she felt and what she talked about. I'm not gonna read it because it's really long.
It's really verbose.
It's really verbose. It's
it
really
looks
a
like
lot of words.
Laura wrote it.
But
it's like somebody that like dropped a dictionary on their table and like, all right, let's try and sound smart.
Now this is like
well, it was like I want
post.
you to know that I know things. And we're
I
like,
have
yes,
knowledge.
Google exists.
Yeah.
A lot of people can get to know things.
So so she goes on here and y'all read this too. Mm-hmm. Her sentiment was essentially, hey, I know there are things that are going on that's wrong in culture. And I know that there are things that's weird that's going on with Asians in culture. And we all need to do better. Do y'all feel like that was her summary a bit?
She just dodged the question completely.
I don't think she dodged it. I think she's.
I feel for her, to be
I
honest.
think what she said was, I liked black shit when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I emulated a lot of that shit. And Asian people in general have been known to mimic the cultures around them.
Yes.
And so and she said, basically, we are learning our place. She didn't, I quote it, but like, in like a learning our place type of thing.
Let me read this and I'll let you get right back to. She said, my immigrant background allowed me to carve an American identity off the movies and TV shows I watch, the children I went to public schools with, and my undying love and respect for hip hop. I think as a group of Asian Americans are still trying to figure out that, as a group, Asian Americans are still trying to figure out what that journey means for them, what is correct and where they don't belong. But I'll let you get back to what you were saying.
But that kind of what she's explaining about that, even like when you're dealing with like, especially when you're in a culture or your parents are encouraging assimilation. Assimilation means what's around you. And so if she was super into hip hop and stuff like that in your early adolescence, yes, they absolutely do emulate those things they don't understand because they find a way to identify with them. So on that realm, I'm kind of like, I mean, yes, what you're saying is not factual. That happens when there's this woman that I used to work with or whatever, and she grew up like in the hood and stuff like that, and she never thought of anything about the way that she spoke until she set an appointment somewhere, went to that appointment, and they didn't think that she was the person that made the appointment because of how she sounded. She's white and she sounds like a black woman over the phone. And it confuses the mess out of people. And she was like, I don't know how to change the way that I talk.
We all from this place. Yeah. We all talk the same.
Right.
We all speak. And so and I feel like,
but it's different when you are making money off of it. That's where the line is.
It's different when I wouldn't even say it's necessarily different when you're making money off it, but it's different when the money, the big money start rolling in and you can turn it off.
When your code switch button is
right. Ain't it nice to be able to take blackness off when it's convenient for you?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh.
Right, because Leslie Jones talks like Leslie Jones, no matter what. Even if she tones it down, she still talks like Leslie Jones. You know what I mean? She ain't.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan. Like Tracy Morgan is always going to sound the same in any context. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and they can sound intelligent, but they still sound like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard though, because I think, like, I feel for her. I'm like, I'm not really gonna shoot her some bail, but I'll shoot like something. Like, I think her claim to fame was goofy rap. Like, so I think that it's hard to being in and of hip hop culture. It's kind of like, oh, this is all ours. Right, like this belongs to everybody. This belongs to Eminem. This belongs to Jay-Z. This belongs to Lil Dicky. This belongs to Awkwafina, and it all has these different.
But what up until recent history, because kids, up until recent history, what has been the only thing that would get you backlash in hip hop is not being authentic.
Yeah.
Like Eminem can do what Eminem does because Eminem has been him.
Yeah.
He didn't go the
gangster, Vanilla Ice route.
Yeah, he ain't a gangster. Shooting whatever. He got family issues. Like, you know what I mean? Family and drug issues. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so even like if you're doing like if you ever watch Girl Code and Guy Code. Two of the coldest shows MTV ever put out.
They were short lived too.
But but I mean, she's not that person.
Yeah,
that's not who she is.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a facade. It was a character.
It was a caricature.
It was a character she was putting on, and that character was born out of really what it was mockery. It's the idea of like,
parody,
like
really.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Thin line. Yeah.
But like that's one of the complaints of like some of the like things on TikTok or like even like some of the like LGBTQ stuff, like those videos when people do the girl, I ain't blah blah blah, this and that or whatever. It's this like caricature of blackness, particularly
the Kim Kardashian
female
trick.
Black,
getting in touch
particularly
with
Black women.
Yes.
Golly, particularly the caricature of things that people stereotypically tag Black women with and vilify them for becomes a thing that is comedic or is empowering for everybody that's not a Black woman.
Yeah,
right, exactly. Yeah.
But when we do it, it's an issue.
It's inappropriate.
Right. So I think that's like where like the problem resides. It's the braids problem. It's the like the Bo Derek braid problem thing. It's that issue. It's that.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard.
Silk caps, didn't that just hit the white community recently?
Oh yeah, the what do they call it? Wave caps?
No, the night caps. No, not the do-rags. Do-rags hit the white community too?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I think there was a fashion show where they were wearing
outside of a white person with red hair. What white person would be wearing the?
Did you see the one where they had all the white people with the Black History shirts on? It's like I'm blackity black.
Oh yeah, but that's
what? Yes,
but that's because
right?
That's cut and paste.
Martin Luther King did not dream of this.
That's the cut and paste thing where you can just change the graphic on Photoshop, but still that's hilarious.
That is
but they made sure they made sure they put the black kid in the monkey shirt though.
Right.
Oh yeah. What was that? The H&M
yeah,
controversy?
That was. I'm like,
come on, bro. You wrong for that.
Marketing done. The whole team done.
That's why you need a diverse staff.
That's the problem with people that don't want to diversify. Is like because then you end up paying a lot of money for racist stuff that comes out,
right?
Because
and
you don't have a Black person on your team that's like, pause, that's racist.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Some of the people use that as like and I'll round us back, but some of those people use that as like a marketing tactic.
That's true.
Outrage marketing, I think is what it's called.
Because as much as people are outraged, there are people that rally behind it because they think that the outraged people are being ridiculous.
Exactly.
And it eventually died down.
So with this,
like
with
Gucci,
with this,
and everybody want to wear a Gucci belt again.
So with this Awkwafina thing, I guess what would y'all's advice be to her, right? Because we all
to Awkwafina,
yeah, because we all obviously vehemently kind of disagree with the notion of this being able to kind of turn on and off this black caricature, but then when you go in front of the white folks, you're a whole different person when you're trying to get an Emmy. Like what are we trying to say to
explain
her?
Don't explain it away.
I would just say just own it.
Yeah, I think she has acknowledged it. But she never apologized for doing it.
That's people's thing. There's the apology.
I think
this is what I was going to say.
Acknowledge what you did.
She's like, yes,
wrong.
I capitalized on it. Yes.
I was thinking about this on the way here. And Jordan, the only other married person here, that's why I pointed at him. And nothing is worse than a non-apology, right? So like when you get the, hey, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, but hey, I know you got that going. Well, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, if you didn't do that, then I wouldn't have did this.
Gaslighting.
I'm sorry you misheard me.
And that's the vibes I get from Awkwafina. It's true. Like, I'm sorry you felt that way. I don't know what you want me to say. We got to do better.
I mean,
that's true.
I mean, she's TikTok basically at this point.
Pretty much.
I mean, because that's the issue with TikTok. It's like TikTok is made for trends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
But when a black person starts to trend, they don't get to shine. It's the popular white person that comes next that gets to shine. And then it's there like, oh, twerk is in the dictionary because of Miley Cyrus. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She didn't come up with that word or the thing.
Right.
And she hates hip hop now.
Yeah.
She's a country music star with that.
But it's
voice.
like that. It's like no, but the braids, all that. It's like
you can't shake what your mama did not in fact give you.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like it's one of those things. It's like I know you hear us, but like just hear us.
Yeah.
And say, okay. I acknowledge what you're saying.
And use those words.
Right. I acknowledge what you're saying. And yes, what I did was wrong. That's the part. Even in this, she's acknowledging what we're saying. It's like, I hear you. Like, okay, you hear us. And And she was like, and I don't know what to say. I really liked hip hop when I was a kid.
Ignorance of the law is not a defense.
It's like all these white suburban kids also like hip hop.
Look,
just say what I did was wrong. That's all she got to do.
Right. If Jack Harlow can be a respectable human being and still make raps, I don't know why you're coming up with this.
Who the fuck is Jack Harlow?
You don't know who Jack Harlow
what's
is?
his face? What was that song?
Just Poppin' or
What's
whatever.
Poppin'?
What the hell is that?
Poppin'.
Yeah, that's Jack Harlow.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
You are
okay. Then you're old. That don't mean that
the
like
resident OG on the pod. Yeah,
it's an act.
First thing popped in my head. Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's like a rapper, but he's like this curly haired white kid.
Yeah,
is he the one that talked to Saweetie that one time?
Yes, that's the one.
He do seem smooth. He rap.
Yeah,
he rap. Yeah. He's good too.
He's
but
good.
Like
he look like the deaf dude from American Idol.
Exactly. But that's my point.
You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, we can't say that. Wait, hold on, we can't say that. You
can't say that.
You cannot say that. Deaf. That's fine, but you can't say that like
he
that.
He looks like him. I didn't say he couldn't hear. I said he looks like the dude. Yeah.
Pause. There was a deaf person on American Idol?
Yeah. What? They had a blind dude on there too that played the piano. He was cold.
Yeah, but like I feel like deaf is a little different than blind when it comes to singing.
He was true. And it was cold too.
They had a deaf dancer.
A deaf dancer?
Yeah.
And that's still
and the deaf dude was like top 5 in American Idol.
We're moving along right now. We got to American Idol.
Why can I not say that?
I can't say that Jack Harlow looks like a deaf dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why not?
That's problematic. That's all I'm gonna say. Because it is.
You know what's problematic? If I said he looked like a blind dude, the blind dude would never know they look alike. That's problematic.
We was already on the edge, and now we're here. We're ready to jump. Now we're here. Ready to.
Why would that? That's not insulting. To be
No,
compared to
it's
a
like-
deaf
okay,
person.
it's like the joke.
Y'all, I know y'all are politically maybe like unaware. That's problematic. Is all I'm
How
saying.
is that problematic?
I'm not saying it's
That's
racist
inclusion.
or or that like. I'm
That's
just
inclusion.
saying.
You saying a able-bodied person can't look like a handicapped person?
No, what I'm saying is,
Oh,
you
I'm gonna
can't
walk
just
you
run
into that
around
corner.
saying- you can't run around saying, "Man, Jack Harlow looked like that one deaf dude." That's problematic.
From
That's all I'm
American
saying.
Idol. That's a very specific deaf person. Not a deaf,
I
not
mean,
a general
that's
deaf
true.
person. That's a
That's a
very
point.
But it would be
specific
the same
person
if I say
that I don't
Jack
remember the name
Harlow
of.
look like that one white dude
No,
or that
That's
one
the
same
black
thing.
dude.
at all.
And it's only because I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But he
Still
was,
problematic.
But the most,
But he looks like Jack
descriptive
Harlow,
thing about him,
and he was deaf.
and the most significant thing about him in that
If y'all don't get us away from
moment.
this as y'all are digging further, please. If you're watching this, thank you for watching this. You're awesome. If you're not, I don't know where this will be. If you're on our Patreon, you're awesome. If you're not on our Patreon, get on our Patreon to be awesome. And we really enjoy, especially I look forward to even in the next couple of weeks, kind of like being able to give more people their flowers, using our platform to just give just even when we invited, even though this is Black History Month, even when we invited Zach onto the
You didn't have to
podcast.
preface that.
Well,
It was like
'cause
we
I
had
was
a
gonna
white
talk-
guy on here.
Well, no,
but,
because I was gonna like go into like
we still like niggas though.
no, I was gonna go into my whole Black excellence talk, but I was like, this would
yes.
be odd if I.
You're not
stopped.
gonna go full the
Yeah,
boy.
I'd be
are
like,
you?
the brothers and the sisters, and then Zach. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that meme. Like, all us brothers and Mark. You ever see that one with the basketball team?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that. But so like, but we want to use this place as a platform to big up people, give them their props, and let them know, man, we appreciate what y'all are doing. Like, we are inspired. We wouldn't even be doing this podcast if it wasn't for these trailblazing creators, illustrators, writers, designers, and all sorts of folks who make whoever's like
All
pump
sorts of
blood in the
colored
nerd
folks.
culture. What?
Also, all sorts of colored folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That took him a second. I'm like,
That was good. That was good.
That was great.
That was cool.
You should be like a comedian. Anyways, y'all know the slogan: stay colorful. Peace.